All right, good afternoon, Charger baseball fans, and welcome to ChargerVision. Today we host a district matchup. Your Heritage Hall Chargers hosting the Clinton Red Tornadoes. I'm Brett Bogert right here with head softball coach and former head baseball coach Jordan Seymour. We should have some exciting action today. Jordan, good to be back with you. First time of the year.
Yeah, man, it's been a while, but here we are. Nice sunny day, pretty good temps. Should have a good game under our hands, and let's just hope we pull out a victory here.
Yep, if you're just joining us and we're expecting us to be into the action, Clinton had a little bus trouble on the way here, so first pitch is going to be at 5:15. So we'll quickly go on to the Nix Patterson feature player, and that's going to be Matthew Kalsich. Coach, why don't you tell us a little bit about Kalsich?
I love Kalsich. He's a good kid. He's always been a hard worker for me in this program, and I know he's working hard down there for Mickey. He's a solid pitcher. He puts the ball in the zone a lot. What he does is he competes. You roll the ball out there, he's going to pick it up, and he's going to give everything he's got. He's going to do a good job for his team and give him a good opportunity to go win a ball game. He's got a mix of pitches. He's got a fastball, he's got a changeup, he's got a slider, and he's got a 12-6 curve. And so usually if he's finding the zone well with all of those, he's really tough to beat.
That's awesome. He's 4-1 on the season so far, 3.5 ERA. Let's see. Let's quickly get into our Joe Cooper Auto Group keys to victory. What do the Chargers need to do to come up with a big district win against Clinton?
It says fill up the zone here, string hits together, and limit errors. And that's something when I filled this out, that was a lot of kind of the same stuff that I put down. Fill up the zone. That's going to be key for keeping your defense on their toes. You go out there, you fill it up, you put the ball in play. You let the other team put the ball in play and just have your good defense make the plays behind you. Also, filling up the zone limits how many pitches he throws throughout a game, which allows him to come back sooner next week or this week whenever they need him again. When it comes to stringing hits together, it's hard to score runs if you're getting one hit an inning and, you're not really able to do much with that. So stringing hits together, get guys to the plate, trying to pull on the same rope. We try to say, pass the bat. So if you can get multiple guys to the plate each inning, you're going to be pretty successful when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. Limit errors, that is exactly what it says. You want your defense to go out there and make the plays behind you. That gives your pitcher the confidence to go out there and do his job and throw strikes. If all those come together and we have a good combination of the three, look for a Charger victory at the end of the day.
I like that, folks. That's what you get when you have a baseball coach on the call with me. You get a lot of stuff that I don't quite understand, but that's why Coach Seymour's here with us. As we said, the Clinton Red Tornadoes have traveled to town. Despite the bus trouble, they are here. They are 8-19 on the season, 4-9 in district under Coach Kelly Gaunt. That name is very familiar. I believe he had a son who played football and baseball here, Gage Gaunt. He was a heck of a player. You remember that? Remember him back in the day?
I do that. Yeah, I do remember that. He was a good player, good athlete, and Kelly's been over there. He's been coaching baseball for a long time. Whether it be Clinton, he was at Clinton for a while. He's been there for a long time. He had another good player come through there, a shortstop that was a quarterback too. I can't remember his name.
Powell.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, his little brother is going to be. He's on the team now as well. Number 7. Yes, okay. That's number 7. Or wait, let's see. No, he's number 3. Or no, he's number 7. Sorry, Easton Powell.
Another shortstop.
Yep, another shortstop.
Yep.
He plays quarterback and middle linebacker like his brother. He's another talented player. But it says the Red Tornadoes, solid baseball team that is good at putting the ball in play. So that goes back to our keys to victory and what we need to handle ourselves in a huge district ball game. I mean, we're 7-3 in district. We're tied with Weatherford, I believe, for second.
Yep.
And
Elk City.
I could be wrong with who we're tied with. I know we're tied for second. Either way, we're looking at it. Okay, perfect.
That definitely ties into what we're talking about. This is a really solid defense. A lot of good young athletes. They've been playing defensive side of the ball really well. If they can go out there and they can, field it, throw it, and do their job, then a team that puts the ball in play a lot, it's going to be very beneficial for our Chargers.
Yeah, you were right. I had the wrong team out west. Elk City is who we're tied with at 7-3. We also split. I know we split that series with them. Mount St. Mary's currently leading at 10-0 in the district. So huge district games today and tomorrow versus the Red Tornadoes. Chargers hosting Clinton, and then we will have the return trip tomorrow, heading out to Clinton to wrap up what it looks like district play. So it's going to be a big game today. Chargers needing to win. Got to keep winning. You want to get that second place so you can host a regional, and how important is that when you get to play at home instead of having to hit the road?
I mean, when you're talking about playoffs and home field advantage, it actually absolutely comes to fruition. You know, you've got so many more benefits to you where you don't have to get on a bus, you don't have to travel every single day for 3 days. You get to come out here, you get to roll out to your field, and you have your own home crowd. And so hosting a regional is it's not just, you know, a good thing for being in the playoffs. It's nice for your boys. They get a little more time to relax. They get a little more time to work out in their own facilities, and you know, it puts them in a good spot to go out and have that home field advantage with the crowd in the first game and get ahead and get on top and stay there.
And it's fun. It's just fun for everybody around campus. I mean, if you always get the lower schoolers out of class.
Yep.
You know, people getting out of class to come watch the games. That's always fun. A lot of activity around, but yeah, you want to host, and especially with how good this field's in. I know you play a part in that. I mean, it's a beautiful diamond and a great place to play our baseball. And is heading out to right field. Pretty familiar out here. Some of the kids out there with soccer and baseball and all that kind of practice might be in a little bit of danger today. The way the Chargers have been hitting it.
Yeah, I got my youngest over there is actually in the softball practice. I can see her right now. So hopefully they are in danger, as much as I don't want them to be. Yeah, hopefully we hit a few that way, and you know, we can use that jet stream of wind heading out to right center.
All right, there's a good look at your Chargers coach, Mickey Tettleton. He's in his first season, 16-7. As we said, 7-3 in district play. And Coach Gaunt, they're getting their final instructions from the umpires. We're about 2 minutes away from first pitch. As we said, Matthew Kalsich getting the ball for the Chargers. And as you said, he's used to this spot, and we expect a big afternoon from Kalsich.
Yeah, he's been one of our district pitchers for the past 3 years now. And so he's used to the spotlight. He's used to being out there in those tough clutch situations and those tough games. And, you know, I expect him to go out there and try to just feed to the defense early and take the strikeouts when they come.
Well, I think starting lineups for the Chargers.
I'll go over our lineup. To lead it off for the Chargers, we've got freshman Austin Echok, second base, hitting pretty well on the season with a .383 average. Behind him in the 2-hole is Trip Thomas. He'll be playing third base today. In the 3-hole, Whit Thomas is our shortstop. He's hitting .423 on the season. In the 4-hole, Isaac. In the 5-hole, Jackson Echok hitting .400, playing second base today. Grady Murray in the DH spot, hitting .377 with a few home runs. In the 6-hole, hitting for Matthew Kalsich. In the 7-hole, catcher Andrick Golden hitting .323. In the 8-hole, Caleb Niver is hitting .267 on the season. In the 9-hole, Max Everett playing, it's got to be center field. It says DH here, but it's got to be center field because Grady's the DH. So he'll be playing center field, hitting on the 9-hole. That's some really good averages there throughout that lineup. 383, 418, 423, 444, 400, 377. Some very solid averages there.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good hitting lineup for sure. A couple of the guys getting hot at the right time. Been seeing quite a few homers the last few, which is always good. We want to get this going at the right time.
Yeah, this team has been, this team's been hitting a lot of extra base hits. A lot of those have been going over the fence and been putting themselves in a good situation to score a lot of runs each game.
They're currently introducing the Red Tornado lineup. You want to take us through that one as well?
Yeah, it looks like we've got leadoff catcher Vince Jones. In the 2-hole, center field, Jesus Gutierrez. In the 3-hole, shortstop Easton Powell. In the 4-hole, third baseman Axel Dethridge. In the 5-hole, second baseman Declan Brown. In the 6-hole, first base Connor Meggett. In the 7-hole, pitcher Jeter King. In the 8-hole, Snyder Dowdle in left field. And in the 9-hole, Ezreal Fierros, right fielder. Don't know much about them as far as their statistics go, but like we've talked about before, they're always a very scrappy team, very competitive. They always have some good athletes, and they came out here to play.
Absolutely. There's definitely some traditional names on that Clinton roster, as we're used to playing them in so many different sports. But the name that sticks out, I mean, Jeter King, that's a great baseball name.
That's a baseball name, man. I'll tell you what.
Come on.
Jeter King, I wonder who their parents were a fan of, or who his parents were a fan of. It's a great first name.
You know we're getting old. There's kids named LeBron now, Jeter. I mean, man, what's happened?
find that name, though. Jeter King.
Jeter King, that's a great name.
Wake up and your name's Jeter King. I'll tell you what, you are going to play baseball.
All right, we're going to step aside quickly for the national anthem, and then we'll be back for first pitch. All right, I think that just about takes care of all the pregame festivities. And we should be underway with first pitch coming from Matthew Kalsich very soon. Again, he'll be facing the catcher, Vince Jones.
Okay, so we need to go over our lineup a little bit here. I see some differences written on our page that's not defensive positions in the field. So looks like Austin Eachock is going to be the second baseman. Tripp's going to be the third baseman. Andrick Golden will not be catching. He's playing first base. And Jackson Eachock will be behind the plate to have a combination battery of Matthew Kalsich and Jackson Eachock.
You called it right. Max is out there in center.
Yep. I think everybody else was correct.
Yep.
So.
All right, last bit of warm-ups, including the umpire getting loose out there. Beautiful afternoon for some baseball. Hey, you know, they got to stay loose too.
Absolutely. Got to move around a little bit.
Again, as I mentioned, your Chargers head coach, Mickey Tettleton. He's assisted by Chandler Shepard, Leon Joyce, and Jaden Fetro.
Great little coaching crew there.
It is a good crew. It was nice of you to make sure they maintained, Chuck to stay on the staff.
Chuck's been great. He's a legend in our program.
I'm kidding.
I know. He's but he coaches about every sport here in Heritage Hall, and he loves baseball. He was a great player for us. Was actually a pitcher of the year in the state of Oklahoma when he was a senior there, and now he's the pitching coach here for your Chargers.
Here we go. First pitch.
Had to be off.
Just outside ball one.
Go, got him chasing a little something there. Change the eye level, see if he can come back downstairs for strike two. Yeah, this group offensively, they've hit quite a few more home runs this year than they've hit in years past. Not one guy in particular that's just hitting the ball out of the yard consistently, but a lot of the guys in the starting lineup have multiple home runs. So that's good to see. Strike two there, counts at 1 and 2. Matthew Kalsich is getting on top early in the game. Try to get him chased there for strike three.
You don't hate that one, do you?
I don't hate it. My college coach always told me, he said 2-2's far enough, so let's get him right here.
Good turn on it. A little early, though.
okay. You can do a lot of things when the kid's early. Change up, slider low and away, get him off speed. Early again. I can't tell if that pitch is inside or out, but either way, he's early on it.
Still 2-2. There it is, right to Thomas. He fields it, throws across for out number 1.
It's a perfect strike from Trip Thomas over to Andrick Golden for out number 1. And he was deep in the hole over there, too.
Sure was.
That's a nice throw.
Jones did have a good jump on it, but yeah, right at Tripp. And that's a routine play for Tripp these days.
Yeah, Tripp's just a great defender. Wherever you put him, he's just an athlete.
All right, that'll bring up the center fielder, Jesus Gutierrez. Good pitch.
Best pitch is strike 1. Love it. Stay on top, Matthew. There you go. Woo! It's a good spot to miss. Yeah.
Good pitch there.
Yeah, now he's got him in a good spot. Sitting 1-2 with an out already with your 2-hole. Good spot. You can do a lot of things here.
Good pitch, Matthew. Strike 3.
That's a good thing. Strike 3 with a fastball, about belt high. Got him to swing through it. Short start right there for Matthew.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 7, Easton Powell. Well, it's a little short there. Ball 1 in there to Powell.
He looks just like his brother.
He does.
Not as big, but he looks just like him.
He does in football, too. It's weird.
What grade's he in?
He's a sophomore, I believe.
Yeah.
Good pitch.
His brother he had a heck of an arm on the mound, and he could hit the ball a long ways. I expect this kid to probably be about the same.
Let's not find out.
Let's not find out. Yeah. Seemed like every time we played Clinton, we had to face his brother on the mound at some point. What was that? Is that 3-0?
3-1. Got away from Jackson, but no harm done as there's no base runners. 3-1 the count, 2 outs to Easton Powell.
Go at him. Yeah.
Good pitch.
Let me tell you right there. Okay. I've seen that swing out of a Powell before. that was a heavy swing right there.
That sure was.
He was letting that one eat.
Makes the count full. 2 outs here in the top of the first. That one is hit hard. Hard to left. That is off the wall, and that is a very, very long single.
Did he just get a single out of that?
As there was clearly a miscommunication between him and Coach. So, the longest single I've ever seen on this ballpark, and
hit the pole. That didn't hit the pole.
Didn't hit the pole?
That didn't even hit the wall in the air.
It wasn't even on line with the pole.
It hit the ground. I mean, he hit the ball well, but he didn't hit it far enough to hit the pole.
No.
No, it was a well-struck ball, but I don't know what he was seeing.
Number 0, Axel Dethridge.
All right, that'll bring up the third baseman, Axel Dethridge. 2 outs, runner on first.
Just a long single.
That was a really long single.
Getting a healthy lead, getting out there to the cut. Matthew does have a very nice pickoff move. Very quick, very sleek, and would not be surprised to see him try to do it again. Yeah. Get an extra step.
Good pitch.
Pitch right there.
Ooh. Quite the practice cut there.
Didn't see it.
He swung so hard he hit himself in the back.
Hey, good spot.
And that one's going to be low for ball 2.
Good spot to miss. Yep.
Checks him again, but Powell back quickly.
It's a good way to keep your runner honest over there at first base. A little flare over to the right side.
Well done by the freshman Caleb Niver. Great jump on it. Had it all the way. And that's out number 3.
Tell you what, I've seen that kid play 2 games now. He throws his body around and dives at everything, and I love that.
Yes.
As a pitcher, you have to love that the guy's going to go out there and sacrifice himself in order to get an out for you.
Yes,
I love that.
you absolutely got to love that. A great catch there from the freshman Caleb Niver. So no harm done. The Red Tornadoes get 1 hit, but that is it. And it's 0-0 through the first half inning. And that'll give us some time to thank some of our great ChargerVision sponsors. ChargerVision would like to thank 9th Street Parking Lot for their continued support. Visit them online at 9thstreetparkinglot.com to schedule a BART bus pickup. Coach Kyle Gillen looks forward to spoiling your pups at his first-class facility in downtown OKC, 9th Street Parking Lot, home of the BART bus.
Such an awesome concept and awesome business owned by wonderful people.
That's great. No doubt about it. You have a bad day, just go out in the yard and play with the dogs.
Yep.
Another thank you to Stanley's Graduation, offering Jostens products and conveniently located in Edmond. For all your high school grad needs, class rings, letter jackets, announcements, and championship rings, celebrating moments that matter, Stanley's Graduation Services. Call or text them at 405-607-4343 or visit them at jostens.com.
That's probably all of our state championship rings.
I know. It's been too long. It's been about 3 years since I've called him. I need to change that up pretty quickly.
Yep.
Missed your last couple games.
Agreed. I need to give him a call from the softball side.
Heck yeah.
That's a good reason, though.
We were close last year.
Well, good start to the first half inning there from Kalsich. Let's get these bats going here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, Kalsich did a great job going out there and filling up the zone and, minimizing his pitch count. You had 4 batters, 3 outs, and gave up 1 hit. That did not amount to much.
It was a long hit, but
Wasn't
you're
off
right.
the pole.
Didn't cost us. Yeah. I hit the light. All right, that'll bring up your Charger leadoff hitter, second baseman, freshman Austin Echok.
Yeah, Coach Tettleton has made a lineup change of recent. Moved Eastchalk from the, I believe it was 8 or 9 hole to the leadoff spot, and it's been a good switch so far. Offensively, he's doing a great job this season. I think he's picked up his average a bit since that move, and he's a freshman that's got a lot of confidence in what he does in any aspect of the game. Takes good cuts, good hitter, good defender, and not afraid to go let it rip on that mound either.
That's Jeter King on the mound for the Red Tornadoes. Quickly to 2-1. Interesting motion there.
It's a little different. Just a pitch.
Did look good from up here, but
Off.
just wide. Counts 3-1 to Echok. Good eye there from the freshman. He'll take first base.
Got to let a leadoff walk from your freshman leadoff there. It's good patience at the plate. Got a nice swing and ultimately did not get the pitch that he wanted.
Number 23, third baseman, Trip Thomas.
Now we're going to get to the part of the order that can damage baseball.
Yeah, Tripp's been hot lately. Had a couple homers, I believe, this past weekend. Again, wears number 23 in the gold tops.
He's been hot at the plate since his first week of freshman season.
He's got an active bat, that's for sure.
He does. see a pitch he likes yet. Sitting in a good hitter's position at 2-0.
Yeah, Jeter having a little bit of trouble finding the zone. Ooh, high and inside.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. He's got to settle in here, start throwing some strikes. I'm going to guess the automatic take is on here. Could be wrong because you got a good hitter at the plate, but about six pitches in a row until that one with a ball.
All right, Tripp should be ready to go now. 3-1.
This is where you have a pretty powerful swing.
Ooh, thought he had that one too.
Now we got 2 strikes. Go to a team swing, put the ball in play, make something happen, make the defense get an out. He chalk out to the cut.
Small.
He can take another step or two because he came in standing up. Get that left foot to the cut.
Yeah, he just had a small lead. Oh, had an easy jump there. He would have had
Tell
that
you how
one.
much fun that is as a runner stealing.
Head back.
Take off. Great jump. Foul ball. Come on back and do it again.
All right, still full count to Thomas.
Still out to the cut.
Oh, he hit it
That
hard. He
ball
was just
is
early.
hit a long way.
Oh,
and
my
it is
goodness.
Just, now that one would have hit the pole.
That would have hit the pole.
That ball was carrying.
That
thing had some luggage on it.
That landed in the top of the tree canopy over there.
Yeah, just happened to be a little too early on it. That would have left any part of this yard.
All right, still full count.
And he's going again.
That one was, yep, come on back.
Now Echok over there is having a lot of fun. We're just doing sprints at this point. He's going to go again. Yep.
Yep, just keeping him honest.
Typical right there. I would have done the same thing in the pitcher's position.
He goes right back there.
I'd do it again, too.
There's not a rule in high school, right? You can do it as many times as you want.
Absolutely.
Oh, that one is hammered.
Lord.
One hops into it. He's going to stand up easy at second. Echok's going to round all the way from first for the first run of the ball game. An RBI double for Tripp Thomas. Absolutely smoked that one, Seymour.
I mean, that ball went about as far as you could hit it on a line drive. That thing never got more than 20 feet off the ground, and it one-hopped the wall at the base. That was hit very well.
Good piece of hitting there from Tripp. Fouled a few back, battled in there, and then got his pitch and hit a rocket to the 347 sign.
And he's on one right now. He's just killing the baseball.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Xavier commit, Whit Thomas. That one's high. Going to be a little visit there from Vince Jones. He's going to go talk to Jeter, try to calm him down a little bit.
Oh, wind's blowing in a good direction for Whit to handle an inside pitch.
Man, they're really wanting that baseball. They're making somebody go seriously hunting for that one.
Yeah, that's down in the creek. If
Like,
not
I can't
over
find that one, Coach.
it. Get your shoes wet if you're going to find that one.
You're not getting a drink ticket on that one. It also didn't go that far left.
I don't know, it didn't, but I don't know where they're looking. I mean, that went to the top of the trees.
Yeah. That one's hit hard.
That is over his head.
It is. Yes, it is.
That's going to score another one.
Triple score easy.
And Whit's going to end up with a triple.
It's going to be a... Yep, there he's down.
And he
Easy
lost his-
triple.
looks like he lost his cleat. That doesn't happen often, but Whit just did. Oh,
Oh, no, I think it was an arm something or other.
yeah, you're right. It was a either arm guard or shin guard, one of the two. But that ball was struck well also.
That was.
So far we've had 2 balls put in play, and both of them are off the wall.
The center fielder, I think, got a bad read on that because he came flying forward, and instantly I knew he was in trouble.
He could have stepped back first and still not caught
No,
up
you're
with
right.
that ball.
No, I agree.
But he did. He made his first step in, which is an automatic no for an outfielder. First step's always got to be back just so you don't get burnt. But that ball was hit so well, and it pretty much bounced off the 372 sign out there.
Sure did. Good off-speed pitch there from King, though, for strike one. 1-1 the count to Beeson, the left fielder.
This kid's got some serious pop. Way to lay off that pitch. I'm telling you, man, this offense is dangerous. When they're swinging the bats well, they can go out and they can hit anybody.
Yeah, that one
be
just
off.
wide.
Looked like a good miss from here.
He has been consistent with that call for both teams there.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, just got under it. Looks like it's going to get foul territory. Always challenges the parking area over here, which is, you know, coaching here since 2013. I've never parked my vehicle on that side for one reason only.
Mine still got hail damage, so I just parked right over there. It's great.
Yeah, the great hailstorm of September last year when we all got our vehicles just destroyed.
Brutal.
No, not last year. It was the year before.
I think it was last year. It was last year.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
man. That's I wasn't right mentally about my truck for about the next month.
That is a high pop fly.
It's a tough one.
Good job there by Powell to get a look on that one. Well, that's going to be out number one.
Chargers sitting in a good spot right now. They've scored 2 runs. Got a runner on third base with 1 out. Brings up your 5-hole, Jackson Echok. That's what it was. What is that?
Lost my wind guard.
First pitch, a little spinner in the dirt. I mean, really, as a hitter, less than 2 outs, a lot works here. Deep fly ball, base hit, obviously, ground ball to the right side, pass ball. There's a lot of opportunities to score with there from third.
Good patience there from Echok. Yeah, the left fielder, ever since Tripp hit that long foul ball, the left fielder has definitely deepened.
Rightfully so.
He thought he liked that one.
Good swings here.
Like it, the green line on 3-0.
Is that what that was?
Yep. 3-1 now. The count, 1 out to Jackson Echok. Whit Thomas stands on third from the triple. The RBI triple he hit. Another foul tip straight back from Echok there. Makes the count full.
Still 1 out. Witt standing over there on third base, just waiting to cross the plate.
Way to battle there.
Just fouling him off until he gets his.
Oh,
yeah.
Good hit ball.
That was on a reach, too. Did that get over his head also?
Yes, it did.
Man, that's another stand-up triple.
Oh. He was going to be in there, I think.
Thought he was going to have. I mean, I said stand-up.
I know.
I thought he was going to be in there, but, you know, the shortstop, which was the cut, does have a good arm. So.
He does, indeed. But another RBI double.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good hold-up by Mickey over there. No reason making out at third base if you thought it was close. You're going to have a courtesy runner now for your catcher, Jackson Echok, after he puts one off the center field wall. So far, we've had 4 hitters come to the plate. We've had 1 walk and then 3 balls put off of the wall. And so the Chargers came out swinging today. I'd expect a little bit more out of that from Grady here too. Another kid that has a really great swing from the left side and has a lot of pop in his bat.
Looks like that is
Who do we have as a courtesy out there? Number 31.
Daniel Lacani,
Gotcha.
the freshman. Looks like Coach wasn't very happy. He was yelling at the dugout, and Daniel was ready to roll.
Gotta love that out of a freshman. Probably had helmet on, said, Coach, I'm here.
It's
A
going to
little
bring up.
long there. You just gotta let that come to him some and then just smash. Got a really pretty swing.
It'll be the DH, Grady Murray. Grady Murray's 377 on the year. He's got 3 homers.
One of those was put over the scoreboard.
I was at North Rock when I saw it. He hammered that one too. The wind's out. Might as well try it right now.
Yeah, get your pitch. Middle in, those hands inside the ball, and let's see what happens.
Oh, he hit it hard.
Boy.
Is it going to stay fair?
Stayed fair.
Yes, it does. One hops into the fence.
I mean,
That's going to be a double. Here comes
this
Daniel Lacani, scores from second.
This is extra base hit city.
Another double for the Chargers. That's 3 RBI doubles and an RBI triple.
Yeah, so we've had,
Don't we have 4 runs or do we have 3?
should be 4 now, I believe.
I can't
so
add.
we've had 6
There it
hitters
is, yeah.
come to the plate with 2 triples, 2 doubles, all 4 of those coming off of the outfield wall. And I believe we've scored 4 runs out of it. Like I said before Grady hit, Chargers came out swinging today.
Yes, they did.
And I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. But here we go. Just like I said, we always face the Powell every time we played them.
You're
Looks
right
like
about
we're about
that.
to face the Powell here.
Yeah, that's going to do it for Jeter King.
Or maybe, nope, they're not giving it to Powell. Looked like he was messing with the rubber there.
Looks like they're going to give it to Axel Deathridge.
Oh, got a little more velo.
He definitely does have a little more pop here.
You know what's crazy about how the Chargers are swinging right now is Jeter wasn't necessarily around the zone a whole lot. But when he was, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, we're going to run a replay here of that last hit by Grady Murray.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Clinton, number 0, Axel Deathridge.
Where was that pitch? Because he handled it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Middle in, about the belt high. Drove it off the right field wall right under the scoreboard. Ends up getting a double. That ball was scorched. That was more of a line drive than it was a fly ball, but that thing was deep and it was hit hard. And looks like the Chargers had the pitcher turn around looking backwards a few times this first inning so far.
Yeah, that's a good sign. And Clinton, they're playing for their playoff lives. I mean, they need to win today and tomorrow, but Jeter King only getting through a third of an inning. Chargers with 4 hits, 4 runs.
Games in order to hopefully host a regional, and so they took that to heart today. Offensively, they came out and so we're here to play.
Well, Deathridge has been a little bit wild in his warm-up pitches. A lot of them in that right-handed batter's box. I think they're going to have to be ready to wear a few.
Well, they wear a few.
Part of the game.
It's part of the game. You're right.
So that'll bring up the first baseman, Andrick Golden. Grady Murray stands on second.
Another kid that can lose the ball out of the yard if he, gets a hold of one.
All right, here we go. This will be Deathridge to Golden. All right, that's going to bring up the right fielder, freshman Caleb Niver, who had a nice diving catch in the top half of the first inning for his pitcher.
Still 1 out. Now runners at first and second. Yeah, he's got a little more velo, but he 2 pitches in hasn't been close or around the zone yet. See if he can figure it out and Gonna give his team a chance to get back in.
That one's low and away for ball 2.
I love that. Kid can run too.
Yeah, he can. Really got 2 good bunting opportunities with Caleb and Max. That one's in there for strike 1.
Just have a couple freshmen in the starting lineup that they've had the majority of the year, and you know, from what I've seen out of them, I like the way those 2 kids carry themselves for a freshman.
Yeah.
You know, they go out there, they act like they've been there before, and you know, they carry themselves well. There hasn't been many opportunities or many moments that you know have been too much for them, and it's nice to see out of some young guys. Right there, it's good.
Good job.
Good move by the freshman. Don't want to sit in that box having to think about it for too long.
That is low, making the
3-1.
count full.
Oh, it's full. I missed one.
Good eye from the freshman. That's going to be a walk to load the bases
9-hole Max Everett.
for the center fielder, Max Everett.
Chargers have hit around.
Now batting for the Chargers, center fielder number 2, Max Everett.
Looks like Pal's telling him to speed up his operation here.
Great thing about this lineup, we got Niver sitting there at the 8-hole freshman. Max here, sophomore in the 9-hole. Leadoff freshman, 2-hole sophomore. So they've definitely got some youth to go along with that talent they've got in this lineup.
That's the best pitch Deathridge has thrown so far. Fastball in there for strike 1.
Well, he needed it. Bases loaded. There's not anywhere to put him. It's like a fly ball to the foul side. Shortstop's going to get over there and get it for out number 2. That brings up freshman
Austin
Echok to start this lineup over.
Back at the top of the order with the Chargers, second baseman number 4, Austin Echok.
Like you said, his second appearance at the plate. He walked his first one. He probably wants to get on the action, see if he can get a couple RBIs.
Good opportunity to do it here. They could blow this thing wide open if he can get a base hit here.
That one is low for ball 1. And we got Grady Murray on third. Andrew Golden second. Caleb Niver first. Austin Echok at the plate.
That was a good
Off
pitch
speed,
by,
yep.
by what's the pitcher's name?
Deathridge.
Deathridge. It's a good pitch right there.
Thinking his parents probably were some metal fans. Axel Deathridge. Let's go.
Axel. You bet.
Oh, good pitch there from Deathridge.
That's a cool name too, man. Got 2 strikes on Austin here. Good look, good take.
Yeah, that's a good eye there.
Pitcher changed the eye level. See if he comes back down with an off-speed pitch here, low and away. I'm going to put my money on a curveball.
Shaking it off. Good timeout there. Yep, good call there, Seymour. That's in there for strike 3. But the damage is done. The Chargers score 4 runs on 4 hits and lead the Clinton Red Tornadoes 4-0 through 1 complete. We'll be right back after this.
Joe Cooper Ford has 3 Ford dealerships around the metro to serve Oklahoma better than anyone else. What does having 3 of the best Ford dealerships in the state mean for you? It means 3 times the selection and 3 times the savings, and that's 3 times the service. And Joe guarantees to beat any price in Oklahoma by $500, or he'll give you $10,000. That's why Joe beats the competition 3-1. I love Joe Oklahoma.
The elite always work to get better. So every day, we dedicate ourselves to being the best orthopedic surgeons in the country, committed to helping you be your best. No matter where you are or the obstacles you face, we never give up, because it's too important to you and the communities we serve. And for that reason, Saints march on.
All right, Charger fans, welcome back to ChargerVision. This district matchup, your Heritage All Chargers hosting the Red Tornadoes from Clinton. Great first inning there, Seymour, for the Chargers.
Couldn't ask for much of a better one. I know that Matthew Kalsic is going back out there for inning number 2 with a lot of insurance behind him. He's got to have a lot of confidence in going out there and just feeding his defense. If I was him, I'd probably underhand it for strike 1 to every single batter right now.
Yeah, that's gotta give you confidence coming out. And
looks like it's going to be out number 1 on 1 pitch.
good job, Andrick Golden had a good jump on that, made that play look easy. It could be difficult sometimes, but he handled that well.
Yeah, and that is ideal. You get 4 runs from your offense, you go out there and you get a 1 pitch out. That's a gift.
It's going to bring up number 6, the first baseman, Connor Meggett. Good pitch in there for ball 1. That is the one he's been calling wide all day, though. So that one's right in there for strike 1. Good pitch from Matthew.
Just getting a quick rhythm, get going, keep your defense moving. Yeah.
Yeah. Beauty.
Yeah, we're throwing all fastballs from here on
Beauty.
out. This needs to be just a fastball challenge right down the middle. Got away from him a little bit.
Was that trying to be off speed? I couldn't quite tell what that one was.
Couldn't tell. I don't think it had any wrinkle to it.
There it is. For ball 3, Counts full. That one just high. Good job there by Meggett battling. Meggett fouls another one off. Hanging in there. Count's still full. 1 out here in the top of the second. Chargers leading 4-0.
Right here. Ooh.
And that one in the dirt.
Tough one to lay off of.
Threw some good pitches there. Unfortunately, the Tornadoes will have another base runner. Jeter King. That was a good at-bat. Jeter King, who was the starting pitcher for the Tornadoes, is now at the plate.
All right. Kalsic just needs to step off for a second. Take a deep breath, get back in there, see if you can get 2 outs in the next, let's say 5 pitches. I need 5 pitches, 2 outs. There's 1, maybe. Maybe, yep.
Isaac had a great jump on that.
So now we're looking for 1 more out in 4 pitches.
Really good read from Isaac. Made that one look easy as well. And that's going to bring up Snyder Dowdle, the left fielder. 2 outs, a runner on first.
Yeah.
Good pitch in there for strike 1.
1 pitch. Base runner out to the cut. That's 2 pitches.
Fooled him.
2 more pitches to get this last out. 0-2's far enough. Keep it around the zone, maybe something he'll swing at, but it's got to be yours.
Pitch
got
by
2 pitches in
Kalsic.
4, or 2 outs and 4 pitches. That's even
Routine.
better.
You know what you're talking about occasionally, don't you?
Sometimes in this game, I get lucky and I'm right. But that was good for Kalsic. He got that 1 pitch out to start the inning. Then he went to a pretty deep pitch count walk, which is what he didn't want to do, and he just attacked those last 2 hitters right there. Let them put the ball in play. Your defense did their job.
Yeah, really good. Good job by Matthew settling in there after the walk. Wasn't worried about him. He threw some good pitches on that walk that were just out of the zone. So not worried about him at all. But this will give us some time to talk about some of our other sports and some of our other athletes. A big shout out to another 6 senior athletes for signing to continue their careers in college last week. Hudson Ferris is going to play football at Wisconsin Platteville. Graham Murphy going to jump for the Indiana Hoosiers. His twin brother Harrison Murphy going to jump hurdles for the Tampa Spartans. Noah Ragazzino heading to OCU to play soccer. George Robley heading to Tulsa to run track. And Gannon Sanders going to wrestle at OCU.
Nobody jump as high as Graham Murphy.
7 feet. Pretty impressive. Bummer he's not getting to jump this season, but he'll get healthy and do big things for Indiana in the Big Ten. That'll bring up Trip Thomas, who hammered the ball to left field his first at bat.
Yeah, he did. It was smashed. There's a strike 1. That's got to be at the bottom of the zone right there at the kneecap. So
Let me ask you something, Seymour. Has Tripp always had this narrow of a stance, or has this been an adjustment this year?
I was looking at that his first at bat. I think that might be a little bit of adjustment just to be a little more relaxed and calm, and maybe a little more spaced out and with his feet. And obviously he was a great hitter last year either way, but he looks really comfortable right now with the new stance.
Yeah, he does. Seeing it well, hitting it well.
Yep.
And yes,
hit hard up the middle. Just a line
great
drive
hands.
back up the box.
Just a good piece of hitting right there from Trip Thomas.
Yeah, he got out in front a little bit on that one, and then just kept the hands back, and then just ball came to him, smashed it up the middle. Good piece of hitting. The kid will be a Division I ball player at some point in his life, moving forward.
No doubt about that. That'll bring up senior Whit Thomas, who tripled in his first at bat. See if he can keep hitting the ball hard here.
Just got under it.
It's going to be awkward.
Little trouble, though.
Yeah, and it's down. That's down for a routine single.
It goes down as a line drive in the book.
No pictures on the scorecard.
Yep. Got Chargers starting it up again here with runners at first and second, nobody out. Brings Isaac Beeson to the plate, who has 6 home runs on the season. Good situation right here. Pitcher's got to come at him. See if he can, continue that trend of hitting the ball really hard. Little spinner up in the zone. Isaac did not like that pitch. Going to settle in, see if he can get something he can handle right here. His swing plays to that right center jet stream. And so if he gets something middle away, let it get deep, his bat naturally just takes it that way. I think the majority of his home runs I've seen in his career have been that direction. Good hitters count here at 201.
I mean, if I was that talented, I'd try to hit it that way too. The fence is shorter.
Absolutely. 3-0.
Oh, green light.
Green light. I love this out of Mickey.
He took a hack at it.
You got your hitters up there, no outs, runners in scoring position. Just, let them swing it. I love that.
3-1. He liked that one too. Just missed it.
Everybody loves a 3-0 fastball. Because it's crazy, I've said for years, every pitcher in the world can put a strike on a dime as a 3-0 count. They can't do it the first 3 pitches, but they'll go out there on that 3-0 and just put it right where they need to. So that's the one. If you get the green light, you're amped up. You're you're loaded up and you're ready to destroy a baseball. Bases loaded coming up for Jackson Echok, who put one off the center field wall his last at bat.
That one is low.
Got a pass ball.
Thomas goes, and he's going to beat a tag. He's safe in there.
That's a good hustle
Making
right
it
there by
5-0 Chargers.
It's a great read, good hustle. Sometimes there's a base run over at third base and it kicks off to the right side of the catcher. You can't exactly see how far it goes. But with his ability and his speed, he had a good lead right there, and he had a good jump and decided to take it and ended up for another run for the Chargers.
And it helps when you're 6'3", makes that quite a bit shorter.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we got runners at second and third, nobody out, and we got Jackson at the plate. Looks like they've got the infield in here. I think they've said that's enough runs.
They sure do.
Don't usually see that in the second inning of a ball game, but here we are.
One the count to Echok. No outs here in the bottom of the second. Chargers leading 5-0.
Just a bit upstairs. Might have needed a ladder for that one. That was our eye level.
That one inside.
Well, these are getting a little around the zone.
Makes it 3-1.
Be hard
3-1.
to dig in and settle in for a good 3-1 pitch here when you just had two around your head.
Oh, he
And
found it though.
Absolutely murdered.
That is
ball.
high and long.
At the
Oh.
ball.
That's going to be an RBI for Echok. A really hard hit ball, but
Tell me the outfielders are playing at the wall without having to say it.
I mean, he barely had to back up to catch that one.
He's in the shadows over there.
But it is a sacrifice fly for Echok. Chargers score again, making it 6-0.
Everything we are hitting right now is just torched.
You are correct about that. Grady Murray hit it hard, has last at bat as well.
Yes, he did. You got him to check swing at one. That's going to be strike one. Isaac with a decent lead at second base. We've got one out, so he's going to get a little deeper lead so he can get a good turn at third base here on anything hit through the infield. There he goes, backing it up a little bit. That was almost a balk.
That was close, I was about to
Almost
say.
brought his foot back down on the wrong side of the rubber.
Good pitch there.
Healthy swing. I like when Grady, tries to hit the ball hard. He's got to keep those eyes on contact, but he's a fighter. He'll be okay here with a 2-strike count. Good look. Good look.
Yep. Good patience there. That one's wide. 2-2. One out. Runner on second for Grady Murray.
Anything through the infield is going to score that base runner. You can score him from first right now with those outfielders at the wall.
Good pitch there. That's only 2 outs. Yeah, he's about 360 feet out there.
Yeah, he's about 10, 12 feet from the wall.
Good pitch there from Deathridge. Fooled Grady Murray. Tornadoes get their first strikeout of the game. Is that true? Could be.
I think it is.
I think it is.
Yeah.
That'll bring up first baseman Andrick Golden. Andrick was hit by a pitch. I believe he was the first batter to face Deathridge.
I think Andrick's going to hit something really hard here.
I feel like he should.
Everybody else has.
Get in on the action.
That's a good one to look at right there. Got a 1-0 count. You're not looking for a curveball. He's sitting dead right on that fastball. He's sitting dead right on that fastball. He'll get something to handle here soon. Another curveball.
Oh.
Inside too much. It's going to move the runner to third base. Oh, he hit him. Curveball.
Oh.
Inside too much. It's going to move the runner to third base. Oh, it hit him. It hit him.
Oh, it did hit him.
He's been hit twice today. It hit him.
Oh, it did hit him.
He's been hit twice today.
Yes, he has.
He, you know, I love that kid. He really wants to swing the bat. So I know right now he's like, man, just tell me something to hit.
Second hard 90 for Golden.
And he did. Just didn't get to hit it with his bat.
Number 17, Caleb Nyberg.
That'll bring up the freshman right fielder, Caleb Niver. 2 on, 2 outs. That one's high for ball 1.
You know, it's a good thing here for the Chargers is this is a 2-day district matchup, and so far it's the second inning. They're on their second pitcher. We're more than likely going to see somebody else, and so you're going through 3 of their.
There, Deathridge is under it,
Ooh.
and he gets it. That's going to be out number 3, but Chargers played 2 more and lead this thing 6-0 through 2. We'll be right back after this commercial.
When you walk into this room, who you have beside you matters. Experience matters. We fight in Oklahoma and around the country, and settlements speak for themselves, and we want to fight for you. Nix Patterson, Oklahoma attorneys with world-class experience.
All right, Charger fans, welcome back to ChargerVision. Your Heritage Hall Chargers leading the Clinton Red Tornadoes 6-0 through 2 innings. Seymour, what do you think so far?
Again, Matthew gets to step out onto the mound with even more insurance to go out there and just throw strike 1, strike 2, and strike 3. In my mind right now, if I was in his position, I'm trying to see if I can get 3 outs and 3 pitches.
I like that.
You go out there and you just toss a cookie down the middle and see if your defense gets you an out. You got plenty of insurance, plenty of with what the offense has done. And that's ideal for them because just on the opposite side of what Clinton's doing right now, we'll probably use a few pitchers today. If we can get him through the entire game, that saves us some good pitching for tomorrow's matchup.
It's 9-hole right fielder, Azriel Fierros.
He's the only guy that I cannot see from the booth up here when he's in right field because got a little. Oh, ball's hit well.
That was a good hit ball there by Fierros.
It was.
It's going to be a leadoff single for the Red Tornadoes.
That's okay. Kelsey's doing what we talked about. Pitched, let him hit the ball, let him put it in play, and defense will get the outs. Got plenty of opportunities here, 3rd inning, and keep the pitch count down. That's his goal right now.
It's going to bring up the leadoff catcher, Vince Jones.
Saw Jackson Echok working right there, trying to bring that ball into the zone.
That one's inside for ball 2. That one's hit hard. Is it in the gap?
It's going to be caught.
That is a great jump by it.
That was a great great route by Isaac. You know, it got a little deep in the gap there, but his first step was back at a correct angle, and he's got plenty of speed to catch up to it. So he did a good job tracking that one down. And you got Max that was backing him up right there. So either way, that was going to be caught once it came to the peak of its flight.
It was a hard hit ball, but just another long out.
You know, it's a big outfield, man.
Jesus Gutierrez, the center fielder, back up.
Bunting is out the window.
Good pitch.
That was a good pitch. Just go ahead and fill that zone up here, Matthew.
Oh, Andrew doesn't have the ball.
I mean,
Good move there from Calcic. It was going to be close if Andrick squeezed that one.
yeah, like I said earlier, Matthew has a great pickoff move. It's just a quick spin, fire it over to first, and a lot of guys get caught off guard with it. Should be an out.
Good job
Great
there.
job by Matthew covering first base. Andrick went for that, but it's just a little bit out of his range, and Austin Echuk was there to back him up.
Yeah, good execution there. Routine out for the second baseman.
That's how you practice it. You know, if you can convert that in an actual game situation, that's practiced perfectly. They did a good job. First baseman goes for it, misses it. Second baseman gets it. First baseman's covering.
It's going to bring up the shortstop, Easton Powell, who hit it to the fence on a long single, his first at bat. That one's off speed for strike one.
Yeah, he hit the ball well last time. Got same stance, same everything as his brother. It's crazy. That's a great
Nice pitch.
He definitely was not looking for that one. And that just fell off a table.
0-2 the count, 2 outs. One in there low for ball one.
Runner second base here with, what do we have, 2 outs?
2 outs, yep.
Kyle's trying to just put a ball into the outfield and see if he can get the runner up from second.
Good pitch, Matthew Calcic.
That's that slider. So we saw a curveball and a slider that at bat. The curveball is the one that just started high and just fell off a table right in for a strike two. And that's the one that comes in looking like a fastball and just bites down to the dirt at the last second for a swinging strike three.
That was a great pitch from Matthew. Great job there, especially after giving up the leadoff hit.
Yep.
Clinton got their first runner in scoring position, but Calcic able to settle down and knock him out 6-0 through 3.5, which will give us a little bit more time to talk about some more sports that are going on here during the spring at Heritage Hall. The Chargers soccer team is nearing the final stretch of their 2026 campaign. The women dropped last week's match to a tough Clinton squad 2-1 and now sit 4-2-1 on the season. Our men flipped the script on the Red Tornadoes and captured a 2-1 victory to move to 6-1 on the season, with their only loss coming to Star Spencer. I think it was Southeast earlier on in a shootout. Tomorrow the teams travel to Weatherford and return home Thursday to face Harding Charter before senior night on Friday. Wow, 3 soccer games in a 5-day span.
Yeah, man.
That's not ideal for how much they have to run in those games. But it's going to be a fun week for Charger soccer, so get out and support the squads.
Yeah,
3 back-to-back. My goodness.
Yeah, they
I'll have to call the gaffer. That's what's going on here.
reserves or bench players might be getting some opportunities to get some run in.
I mean, back-to-back is brutal for soccer.
Just had a lot of rainouts lately.
I
A lot
know.
of bad weather, and not necessarily so much rainouts, but just severe weather warnings. And when they've got to travel to Clinton and some of those places, and
Yep.
got severe weather in the forecast, they don't make those trips.
Yeah, my guy Tegan Lawson banged in the game winner the other night.
It's awesome.
His new bleach buzz cut, looking
Oh,
good out
man.
there.
All I
right.
gotta say is why.
Hey, I believe it was
I
Swag
mean, I
Week. It was
guess
for a good cause.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I
It's for a
forgot
good
about Swag
cause.
Week. What am I talking about? I can't even grow hair.
It's going to bring up the 9-hole Max Everett.
I like the idea there. Had the infielders backed up behind the bags.
Good eye there,
It's amazing
Max.
how a hitter can change a defensive positioning just by showing bunt. They move from 5 to 10 feet behind the bags to now even with them, and just gives him more of an open area to hit the ball between first and second, or shortstop and third.
Good eye there for Max. 3-0 count.
Yeah, that's the thing that we're looking for the Chargers out of this offense right now is they're getting into a lot of 3-0 counts, which means the pitchers are throwing a lot of pitches. Like I said, we'll probably at some point see another pitcher from Clinton, and that'll have used 3 of their district pitchers before game 2.
Good eye there for Max. He gets the leadoff walk. And that takes us back to the top of the order for the 3rd time already in this one. Freshman Austin Echok, the second
Third time
baseman.
around, and now the 3rd inning. I would have to say that the offense came out to do what they wanted to do today so far.
I think so. String hits together right there. Right there, the second one
Tell
right
you
there.
what, they've already hit, checked off all those boxes. Haven't had many.
It's always good when the kids make you look smart as a coach.
I mean, yeah, dude. Like I said, I use those keys to victory a lot when I have to fill out these lineups because they are absolute keys to victory. If you can hit all 3 of those, then you're going to win 99% of the time. And
Yep.
the string hits together. That one you could probably check off 3 or 4 times.
Pass ball there, or wild pitch. Max takes second easily. Yeah, there's about a 95% chance I'm going to put limit penalties on mine. There's no doubt about it.
Oh, man.
You got to keep your composure.
That's an old school reference.
Yes, it is.
Gotta love that.
Jones is going out there to check with Deathridge. It's a 1-1 count to Echok. Max Everett on second base. No outs here in the bottom of the 3rd.
A lot works here. Trying to get the runner over to third. Ground ball to the right side. Something through the infield. Anything with where those outfielders are positioned, anything through the infield is going to score from second. And it'll be a stand-up double most likely.
Yeah, it was that Witt that had the looper that fell in for the hit because the left fielder had to run 120 yards.
Yep, and the center fielder could probably turn around and touch the ball right now if we asked him to.
That one fouled off back towards the lower school.
Austin shaking his head after that swing. He knows he didn't want to swing it on off speed there in that count, but he had to kind of swing at that because it was 1-1, but he didn't want that pitch. So we'll see what he does right here with the 2-strike count and see if he just goes to a team swing, puts the ball in play, and tries to get the next man to the plate. Good look, good take.
Yeah, good eye there. Yeah, it's interesting because Austin's stance is about the exact opposite of Tripp's.
Yep.
But they both work.
They both look comfortable in the box. Good look right there. Got a lot of composure out of a freshman right there as leadoff. I think the last leadoff we had as a freshman, I say that, it was a Tripp last year, but before that it was, got him chasing the upstairs fastball.
Good pitch there from Deathridge.
As
Gets
I
the
was saying,
strikeout.
Our last freshman leadoff before Tripp was Austin Lemon.
Oh, yeah,
He
that's
held
right.
down that spot for 4 years. One of the better hitters we've had come through Heritage Hall. Now he's over at
Villanova.
Villanova as the leadoff for Villanova.
Colby lead off it ever at one point too?
Colby was a leadoff.
Maybe not his freshman year.
I think he may have been his freshman year. And then our lineup got pretty stacked there for a couple years and moved down a little bit. But he was honestly one of the better defensive catchers I've ever seen at the high school level. Having to catch two guys that threw 95+ miles an hour, and one of those being a number 3 overall pick in the MLB draft. Another one that's now in the other one, Gray Thomas, is in the, I believe it's the White Sox organization.
I think you're right.
Jackson threw. The ball's hit well. Come in on it.
Well, that's going to be out number 2. Thomas hits that one right to the left fielder.
Whit Thomas coming up.
Whit Thomas 2 for 2 on the afternoon. They couldn't have looked more opposite, but they count the same.
Yeah, that ball was hit really well. The outfielder actually had to come in on it from where he's positioned right now. Whit trying to lose a baseball on that swing.
Big cut there for strike 1.
It was healthy. Okay, he got his one big swing. Now we got to put the ball in play. See if we can get another run in. As we say, trade him spots.
Yeah, Max has been hanging out there at second for a while now. Off speed. Right to the second baseman for out number 3.
It was hit well, just right at him.
So the Tornadoes settle down a little bit. Don't allow the Chargers to play any in that one, but Heritage Hall still leads 6-0 through 3. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
Joe Cooper Ford has 3 Ford dealerships around the metro to serve Oklahoma better than anyone else. What does having 3 of the best Ford dealerships in the state mean for you? It means 3 times the selection and 3 times the savings, and that's 3 times the service. And Joe guarantees to beat any price in Oklahoma by $500, or he'll give you $10,000. That's why Joe beats the competition 3-1. I love Joe, Oklahoma.
The elite always work to get better. So every day, we dedicate ourselves to being the best orthopedic surgeons in the country, committed to helping you be your best. No matter where you are or the obstacles you face, we never give up, because it's too important to you and the communities we serve. And for that reason, Saints march on.
All right, welcome back, Charger fans. Your Heritage Hall Chargers leading the Clinton Red Tornadoes 6-0 through 3. Chargers got 4 in the first and 2 in the second. Tornadoes calmed down a little bit there as Axel Deathridge is starting to find his rhythm a little bit on the hill, but Matthew Kalsich has been solid so far, as you expected, Seymour.
Yeah, and he's just got to continue. His goal right now is just to throw as few pitches as possible the rest, and to finish this game. We don't want to have to use any other pitchers in this one, so we can save them all for tomorrow's matchup. Because tomorrow's matchup, if we get a W here, is one of the more important games of the season. That's going to confirm us to, I believe, host a regional if we win today and tomorrow. Great. Come on, stay in. We're looking for a first pitch out here.
Good job, Andrick Golden.
And just what we were talking about. We're trying to as few pitches as possible right here. And one pitch or a first pitch out to start the inning, that's ideal.
Good job by Andrick, too. He's gotten great jumps over there. I mean, I guess for him that's easy. He's used to those pop flies at catcher, looking straight up and finding him. So when he's at first, makes that easy for him.
Yeah, the ones behind the plate are a little more tough because you gotta go out there and you gotta turn around and face the crowd to catch those. He just gets to run in on that one. He covered some good ground, but he's a sure glove over there, and that's probably a pretty easy play for him compared to being behind the plate.
Second baseman Declan Brown back to the plate for the Tornadoes. He's in the dirt for ball 2.
Go at him right here. Underhanded. See how far he can hit it.
Ball 3.
And really, that's the only thing that Matthew will tell you himself. That's the only thing he needs to clean up. You know, when he's got those quick first outs, just immediately tack again and see how quick we can get a second out. And so he's done that a couple times today, gotten a one pitch out, and then he's walked the next guy. But it hasn't led to anything that could, hurt the Chargers. But, he obviously wants to minimize. It's a good move right there. Good move.
That was close.
Obviously wants to minimize his pitches, and he just used 4 right there for a free base. So, he goes in there and he just attacks. He's a tough guy to hit, so.
I guess I figured out why those runners wear those gloves right there. He did a great job. Good job, Andrick.
Nothing hurt.
No harm, no foul there at all.
Andrick made a nice play off the bag, getting the lead out, and probably shouldn't have thrown that ball, but it didn't matter because the runner didn't extend to second base. Probably shouldn't have thrown that ball back to first.
Oh, Witt.
Yeah.
That's true. Kalsic did a great job, though. He got over there to back it up, and I'm not saying Witt saw that, but
yeah, it's just a tough play
yeah.
for the. It was going to be bang if they were able to get it, and Matthew on the run to catch that. Sometimes you just need to eat it, but Witt's an aggressive player, which makes him the good baseball player that he is, and you want that out of a shortstop. So,
but still, good play by Andrick to get that force out there at second. So 2 outs. Jeter King to the plate. That's going to be a base hit for Jeter.
Let that ball get deep, just took it the other way and used the field. So it was a good hit, but you know what? It came on an early pitch in the count, so he's not wasting too much.
So Clinton does have runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. That's going to bring up Snyder Dowdle, the left fielder.
I saw what happened there.
I went, yep, sure did. Can't win them all.
No, it's okay, though. That's why I have you do the lead, because I'd be messing up every single name on there. Back in it here, kid. Build up, working hard for that first strike.
No, I changed cam 1, but I brought both of these batteries back.
Oh, I don't know where that was. It looked good from our view. It had to be inside. We can't really tell inside or outside, but it was a good miss either way.
There it is. That's in there for strike 1. 2 on the count, 2 outs.
Yeah, attack right here. Go at him. Let your defense work.
That one's high.
Say, what was it 3-1 right now?
3-1.
Get something to hit. I think he's going to pull it to Witt. Pulls him to the hand side. He'll take it to third base for the force. Woo.
That one's
Outside
wide.
just a little bit.
Yeah. All right. First real adversity the Kalsic has faced. The bases are loaded. 2 outs. Chargers leading 6-0 in the top of the 4th. Jackson Echok going to take a trip out there.
I've coached Kalsic for a long time, and he's a good pitcher, but he's great at working out of trouble. When he has to, he buckles down, and he's going to do a job here to get us out of the inning.
What do you think Jackson says right there? Something similar to that?
Yeah.
You've been here before?
Yeah. Throw it to the glove. Let's get it right here. You got good defense behind you.
All right, the 9-hole. Israel Fierros, the right fielder.
I think he had a nice base hit up to center field last at bat.
He did.
Got him chasing one there up in the zone. You can look for a curveball on the way here.
It's too much to.
Oh, that one's in the dirt. It bounces back to Echok, but
Clinton got one back.
they sure do.
Tough one to block. It landed about 5 feet in front of the plate. And on a slider, that thing is you know, you wouldn't think so, but it's sliding away from the right-handed batter, right? When it hits the dirt with that spin, it wants to kick back towards the catcher.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to judge, you know, where exactly that's going to kick back. Tough one for Jackson. He got past him a little bit.
So the Tornadoes are on the board. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. Runners on second and third now. That one's in the dirt again. Good block by Echok. He doesn't know where it is.
Underneath.
But still, good block.
I'm having a hard time not yelling that stuff. Underneath.
Underneath.
You know, yeah.
It's
just a habit.
We're complete Homer broadcasters. I don't think there's any rules.
Screaming into this mic.
Scare somebody out of the recliner.
Yeah, my voice is loud already, so I'm doing my best to talk calmly and smoothly into this mic as it is.
You're killing it. 2-2 the count, 2 outs.
Good pitch right here. Put him away. 2-2's far enough. Slider. Ooh, went upstairs with a fastball. Got to attack him right here. Got to go get him. Don't want to face another hitter.
Full count to Fierros. That one's hit hard to Witt. Does well. Great throw, great reach. Andrew Golden for out number 3. But the Tornadoes do get one to pull it back. It's 6-1 Chargers through 4.5. But pretty good job right there for Kalsic, limiting the damage when, like you said, he does a good job battling back from a little bit of adversity.
Yeah, he's really good about, you know, getting himself out of trouble. You know, he can put himself in it sometimes with just walks because, like I said, he doesn't get hit very much, doesn't get hit very well, and so what he does do a great job of is, you know, if he's in that adversity or if he's in the middle of it, he's really good about getting himself out of a jam and getting his team in the dugout. So just another opportunity right there for him to prove that, and he did.
Yeah, it was a good job. Good job by his defense, helping him out as well. All right, we'll get some time to thank some more sponsors. 3 Points Land is proud to support the Chargers, and the Chargers are proud to have them on our team. 3 Points Land is leading the industry in land services for energy innovation. Visit 3pointsland.com to learn more. Injectable Aesthetics proudly supports the Chargers. Look on the outside as young as you feel on the inside. Follow us at Injectable Aesthetics OKC on Instagram for more info. That one's always a mouthful.
I mean, I probably need to try to do my best at looking younger. I'm getting to the point nowadays where the beard is no longer brown, my friend.
Me neither.
I'm sitting here looking at the TV screen. It looks white with that sun shining on it. And, I mean, it's there.
You look.
Man, I'll tell you what, the aging process has taken full effect.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm to the point I'm walking around with a golf team today and my back's sore. I didn't even swing. Give me a break.
Just good thing you're not carrying the bag around.
Yeah, no kidding.
I told myself many years ago that if I go golfing, I'm not ever walking again. I show up to a course and they have no cards. I'm out.
Out.
Yep. I'll try another day.
He's throwing the discs still?
No, not really much. You know, I've been busy with the girls and softball, and, you know, schedule's kind of busy right now with the sports, and so it is what it is.
Yeah.
I've probably played more ball golf lately than I have anything else.
Very nice.
I played Hefner North the other day, and that clubhouse is nice.
I haven't been yet. We're going on Thursday for the Blue Jay Bash, so
Yeah,
I get to check it out.
It looks good. I walked up to the old building and it said, "Please use other door," and I'm like walking around. The guy's like, "No, the other clubhouse."
Please use the
I said, "Oh,
other
gotcha."
building.
Yeah.
All right, left fielder Isaac Beeson is going to lead us off here in the bottom of the 4th. Let's get some runs back here, Seymour. What do you think?
Would love to get 5 of them.
Sounds fun to me.
5 would be great. You know, we get to that 10-run lead and make this a short one. I know that Mickey's thinking the same thing for our pitching staff.
That's 3 straight balls there from Deathridge.
That leaves you with probably Grady, Isaac, and Austin Echok for the district game tomorrow. Don't want to have to use one of those guys today. might be forgetting an arm, but I don't think Tripp can pitch at the moment. Oh, that was a healthy swing.
Yeah, it was. All right. Etheridge gets the count back to full to Beeson.
I just want to see him let a ball travel here. Beeson does not get cheated. That's why he has hard contact every time he hits the balls, because he's not taking defensive swings. He's up there offensively swinging that bat from shoulder to shoulder.
Those are some big cuts. Let's hit one right in the middle of the barrel right here.
Yep. Find that sweet spot.
Oh,
Well,
I guess we're going to walk him. Make it count. That was the sweet spot right in the calf.
I'll tell you what, as a pitcher when I was in college, I didn't get a lot of guys to 3-0 count.
But if you did,
But
they're
when I
getting
did,
pegged.
the next one was in the ribs, probably most likely. I didn't like messing around. If you're going to walk on me, you're going to earn it. You're not going to feel good when you get down there. I'm not saying these high school kids should do that, but that was kind of my play.
All right, the catcher, Jackson Echok, back to the plate. That's in there for strike one.
Interesting crouch and stance by the catcher. His foot was almost on the plate.
I know when Austin Echok had that wide stance, like their toes were almost touching. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, watch this left leg pop out there when he goes to catch it. Look at that. I don't know I've ever seen a kid like extend the leg forward.
That is interesting.
You see it sideways a lot. I mean, I think that can become interference at some point. I mean, how are you going to block a ball like that?
I don't know.
Or pizza.
I mean, maybe he's more flexible than most and can move around quicker than most, but it's kind of unorthodox.
Looks more like a hockey goalie or something out there.
It's interesting.
2-1. That one's hit high in the air.
I mean, they are at the wall.
They're going to have to chase. Oh, and he does glove that one. For out number one.
That ball was hit pretty high.
Yeah, that had some hang time. That's going to bring up the DH, Grady Murray.
One out, designated hitter number 13, Grady Murray.
Grady Murray's already hit the ball pretty well today. See if we get another one. Good take right there. Just leave that in the dirt. I want to swing at a first pitch curveball down. Wants to swing at this 1-0 fastball down the middle.
Low again.
Take a 2-0 fastball here. It's even more of a hitter's count. I have to think that was just a show you a move type of move right
Yeah,
there.
I think so.
Just to keep you over there.
Isaac was back very easily.
Isaac has gotten a bigger lead than most. His left foot's almost out to the cut now. Grady's got to hurry.
He got there.
I thought he was about to call him out. He looked like he was. He was safe by
He's
two
definitely
steps.
safe. I know he had like the
he
foot
did.
forward for that, but so Isaac is forced out on the fielder's choice from Murray. It's going to bring up the first baseman, Andrew Golden.
Here pretty soon that Sun's going to be in a position where any throw to the first baseman is going to be difficult for them to see.
Any foul ball back in the press box is going to be difficult to see. You better help me out.
Oh, I'll help you out by getting underneath. Like, I'm not, no offense, man, but if I see a ball coming this way, I'm ducking. I hope you're doing the same.
I think if we duck, it's going to hit us in the top of the head.
No, I mean like ducking. Like, I'm on the ground. Athleticism is not what it used to be. Reaction time is not what it used to be.
No.
I'm not trying to bare hand a line drive.
All right, 0-1 count to Andrick.
That was a good cut right there. It wasn't long, it was short, compact, and it had some speed behind it. Just missed it. So Mickey's giving him a sign over there, something.
0-2, 2 outs. Grady Murray on first.
Brady not out to a big lead. Andrick early on that one. Now we got a 2-strike count.
God, Chuck, speaking of slow reaction time, we put your mitt out. Barely even moved.
Leave my boy Chuck alone.
No.
No. Good. Ball,
That
just
is
keep popping up.
unbelievably high.
You know, that's
Oh, that is down.
You know, as well as we hit the ball in the first inning, I think that's got a lot of guys trying to hit the ball as far as they can.
I would say so.
We're getting under it a little bit, and we're popping them up, even though that there for a, I guess you could call it a single. I didn't touch it.
Yeah. It's a great-looking single.
Yeah. Like I said, every single in the books is a line drive, so that was a screamer.
I felt like that wasn't the shortstop's ball, but
Well, when the left fielder's touching the wall, normally it would not be.
yeah. Well, either way. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Freshman right fielder Caleb Niver to the
Need
plate.
to make that miss hurt a little bit right here. Base hit, get a guy around, get a guy in.
That's inside for ball 1.
Oh, really?
Andrick's going to steal, and he's in there safe.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Big
his
man out
3rd
there.
stolen base of the season.
Big man out there putting himself in scoring position. Also slid head first.
Andrick can move.
He can, dude. For a guy his size, he can move the feet. Good athlete. That puts 2 in scoring position now. Base hit through the infield is going to score them both.
Niver's going to ground out to the second baseman to end the inning. So we're through 4. And the Chargers leading the Clinton Red Tornadoes 6-1. We'll be right back.
When you walk into this room, who you have beside you matters. Experience matters. We fight in Oklahoma and around the country, standing toe-to-toe against the most powerful adversaries in the world, and we win. Our record speaks for itself. Our verdicts and settlements speak for themselves, and we want to fight for you. Nix Patterson, Oklahoma attorneys with world-class experience.
All right, Charger fans, welcome back. Chargers leading the Clinton Red Tornadoes 6-1 through 4. Matthew Kalsic has gone the whole way so far.
Need him to finish this one. In order to do that, he's got to limit the walks.
The catcher, Vince Jones,
Oh, mine's at 35.
leads off. That's low for ball 1.
Oh, just
Yeah,
under the
good
rubber
hit
with
there.
Thomas.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's
gonna
coming to second.
That's a good read by the base runner.
Yep.
Max just misplayed that. I mean, he got 5 feet past him, and base runner's able to take advantage and get to second.
So first error for the Chargers. That's going to bring up Jesus Gutierrez, the center fielder.
I think Kalsic just had some pretty good success against Jesus here. He struck him out once, I believe, and Maybe got him to pop out for the other one.
Tries to bunt. That's right by him for strike one.
We're in the area of the game where bunting could be valid right here. You know, it's only a 5-run game with 3 innings to go, and so Chargers might have to read the hands. Just get your lead out. Not your lead out, but get your out number 1.
Ooh, good pitch in there. For strike 2.
Oh,
got him chasing.
He's going to get him out at 1. You got to hurry.
Got him!
Oh, my. You know, we're being fans up here in that
Absolutely.
moment, but it looked like it tagged him in the helmet before he got to the bag. I'd love to see a replay on that because I think that he was out.
It was bang bang for sure.
That was a risky play right there by the Tornadoes.
It was a good throw by Andrick. So there is 1 out, but there is a runner on third for the Tornadoes.
And a dangerous hitter at the plate.
Yep, shortstop Easton Powell.
Oh, man, I want to see that replay.
That one's outside for ball 1.
You know, it's not this might be the only guy I say in this situation. Pitch around the zone, pitch around the hitter. Put him on first, it gives you a double play situation, and you don't let him score the run because he's a good hitter.
Good block.
That's fine. You make him hit your pitch here. Don't give him anything too much in his zone. Yeah, he did.
Good pitch.
Was that high?
I guess it was high. I thought it was a strike either whether he swung or not.
Okay.
So 3-0. I can't imagine he's getting too risky here.
I am not a fan of that ever.
It's going to be ball 4. Something tells me you would have thrown that one inside, Seymour.
I have never been a fan of 3-0 and the guys squaring around and doing the wiggle bunt to try to distract you. I mean,
I feel like that exposes your jaw a little bit.
I just know that yeah. If I was on the mound, I would have. I just feel that, we did that a lot when we were, the league. It is what it is.
All right, that's going to bring up the pitcher, Axel Deathridge.
And now you go at these guys. You make these other hitters beat you.
He shows bunt. That's in there for strike 1.
Going to see if Gaunt has them going on a first and third situation here, trying to score a run or get the guy to second without putting the ball in play.
That is a base hit to center field. That's going to score at least 1. Powell stands up into third.
Yep, nice base hit there.
Big RBI single from Axel Deathridge, making it 6-2.
Now I really want to see a replay on that. That's strike 3, throw it over to first and first to third.
All right, Declan Brown to the plate. Only 1 out, runners on the corners.
Tornadoes putting some pressure on the Chargers here.
Good pitch for strike 1.
5th inning?
Yep, top 5.
Turned it into a 4-run ball game.
Kalsic on 78 pitches now. Good pitch there. Oh, right idea. I think if that throw's on time, he got him. But 0-2 the count. Brown 0 for 1 in the afternoon. That one in the dirt. Good job, Jackson.
1-2 count. Still in a good spot here for Matthew. Make him hit his pitch. It's a good spot to miss. I mean, he changed the eye level. He went downstairs in the dirt, previous pitch. Now he goes upstairs, change the eye level. You can get him on something down in the zone and away here.
2-2 the count.
Okay.
Good pitch.
Score another run.
Oh, he's going to get him at third. Got him.
Got him at third. Nice play by Andrew. Good dig over there by Tripp and put the tag on. So we ended up getting an out there for out number 2, but the Tornadoes did score another run. Great play by Witt. What much he could do because he had to slide on the play.
Yep.
But Andrick to have the veteran knowledge to just pick, turn, and throw to third. Probably a little too dangerous of a play there, risky for the Tornadoes when they're in the situation to score another run to get another out thrown out at third base. I don't know what was said down there.
He yelled at somebody to get in the dugout.
Oh. That was kind of a gift given to the Chargers there by having that guy go to third base.
Yeah, he definitely didn't need that. Yeah, because Brown had the RBI.
I mean, you had your tying run at first.
Good job there by Austin Echok.
I guess you had your tying run at the plate at that situation if you didn't get thrown out. But
that's 3 outs with damage done.
Yep.
2 more for the Tornadoes, making it 6-3. We got ourselves a bit of a ball game heading into the bottom of the 5th here.
There's a ball game. I mean, I like to see the Chargers come back out and not worry about it too much by putting a few more runs on the board. But we got to, go back to that first inning, just start driving the ball, hitting the middle of it, and finding the gaps and extending runners and getting the next guy up to the plate, passing the bat. So Kalsic's done a pretty good job. He's letting them put the ball in play, but a couple of those hits that inning were where we weren't.
Yeah. I mean, one was an infield single. I mean, one was just outside of Witt's reach on that one single.
And they had that line drive up the middle of the center field.
But Chargers do lead 6-3. Let's take care of business. All right, Charger track and field battled a deep field of competitors at the Pauls Valley meet last week. The women placed 9th while the men's team finished 3rd. Individually, Zeffie Ellenberg captured 1st in the women's 1600 while Gerard Williams dashed to 1st in the men's 100 at 10.83. That's moving. The men's 4x1 also finished 1st in their event. Rounding out the regular season meet schedule for Coach Lyons and squad is a trip to Cashin on Friday.
Well, good luck to those Chargers.
Run
great job
fast.
This season and, move those feet quickly. Looks like we're working on our 3rd pitcher from Clinton now.
Yeah, that's going to be
Number
Declan
4.
Brown. Just had the big RBI.
Yep, and what's his name? Deathridge moves over to third base.
Oh, the catcher didn't even offer for that one. That one was high into the backstop.
We've got, who's that warming up down there?
Looks
for
like we
us?
got Max. Oh, out there. Looks like I got Niver up in
There's an Ivory in the pen.
our pen. Well, Charger tennis is on fire. Coach Ferguson's ladies are collecting top finishes at major tournaments, including Edmond Memorial, the 5A East-West Showdown, and most recently last week's Norman North event. Coach Bischoff's men continue to rise, splitting a duel with Edmond Memorial 2-2, placing 4th at the 5A East-West and 5th at Norman North. Come out to the Braver Family Tennis Center after school tomorrow for senior night as the Chargers battle Deer Creek in a duel.
Our tennis programs are top-notch.
Yes, they are.
They always finish really well.
All right, Max, let's get us going here, bud. Ball 1. Again, Declan Brown now in pitching for the Tornadoes.
A little bit of speed difference from Deathridge to Brown.
Good pitch in there for strike 1.
Healthy cut right there.
That was a
Nice.
good cut.
But, son, we got about 5 minutes before that is right in our face. At which point I will be standing up.
There you go, Max. Wear that one right in the middle of the back.
Don't rub it. Don't touch it.
So Max has reached on back-to-back walks. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Austin Echok.
You got hit right in the number.
It definitely hurt.
Right between the shoulder blades, man. Back to the top of the order. Here's where we need to do some damage. Leadoff guy on, top of the order, nobody out. New pitcher on the mound. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Back, Max. Back, Max. Back.
He's got time.
Pitcher's not covering the first base.
Yeah.
He's not going to like that.
Yeah, first pitch. Went chasing a bit.
Well, I mean, he was having trouble throwing strikes to Max. Ends up hitting him in the middle of the back, and then first pitch he sees, he pops up to first base. That's, I mean, he's young.
Yeah.
Kid is an athlete. He's going to learn from that, and he'll be fine.
All right, that brings up the third baseman, Trip Thomas. That one's high for ball one.
Look for Max to be moving here at some point during this at-bat.
Yeah, Max is quick. He can get a jump on him.
I can't get over the fact that he puts that front foot out. How's he going to throw somebody out at second base? He's got to throw it from his knees.
I mean,
right?
surely.
Has to. I want to see this now. I want Max to steal. I want to see the catcher throw him.
That one's in there for strike one. 3-1 the count, one out to Trip Thomas. Max Everett reached on a leadoff walk. That one's high for ball four, yep.
Well, Trip likes to hit the ball, but that was a veteran take. That was good. I got runners at first and second. Have your three-hole hitter up and Whit Thomas, and in a good position right here to hopefully get a runner two across.
The Chargers, number 7, Whit Thomas.
I feel like the only outfielder playing somewhat in is the right fielder.
Mm-hmm.
Big gap out there in right center for Whit.
Whit's really looking to hit the ball hard here.
Oh, he did hit it hard.
Oh, he's
It's up in
back.
the wind. It's up there. And it's gone! That is a home run. 3-run homer, Whit Thomas. He banks that one off the scoreboard out there in right. I don't know if he thought it was going to go. The right fielder didn't think it was going to go. It doesn't matter. It went, and that's 3 runs for the Chargers, Seymour.
Buddy, when we talk about he's looking to hit the ball hard, he just accomplished that. That ball was not only high, but it was far, and it was probably pretty close to clearing that scoreboard.
It got up there in the jet stream.
Yes, sir, it did. That's a nice piece of hitting. That's 3 runs on the board for the Chargers, and now they take a 9-3 lead.
Thomas brings up number 9, Isaac Beeson.
I think that was a little bit of what we needed right there.
Yeah, need 4 more runs.
All right, only one out. Isaac Beeson up to the plate. He hits it in the air. It's drifting.
Get foul.
And it falls. It falls foul.
We'd like to see that. Give that kid another chance to swing the bat.
3 tornadoes covered a lot of ground, and it ended up falling right between them.
Man, I tell you what, that ball Whit just hit. That's just what you call a home run. It wasn't a line drive, but it was big.
Yeah, that was
I'll tell you what.
timely homer, too. Needed that.
Like, you knew off the bat the thing was going. Anytime you have the outfielder sprinting towards the wall directly behind him, it's got a chance to go.
And now Isaac wants to join his senior mate, He takes a big cut at that one.
Yeah, he does.
1-2 the count. Just one out here in the bottom of the fifth.
Settle in here, Isaac. His best swings are when he's just trying to hit doubles. That's when the ball travels.
That one's high for ball 2. Give him something to hit here. Give it a ride.
Tough ball to handle right there.
That was a good play by the shortstop, but it was taking him too far away, and Isaac is going to get the infield single.
That brings Jackson Echok to the plate. Has hit the ball pretty well today.
Now to play with the Chargers, number 10, Jackson Echok.
I mean, that ball was mashed.
The catcher, Jackson Echok. 1 out. Runner on first. That one is high. Isaac, great jump. No throw. Oh, there was a throw. I didn't see it.
Oh, there was a throw.
I didn't see it.
Definitely was a throw.
Did he throw it from his knee?
Nope, he stood up because it was a high fastball, which, I wish I could have seen how he
I was trying to watch his leg, and I never saw the throw. Ball 2.
Hitters count here.
That's ball 3.
See if he gets the green light here like he did his last at bat.
No, he does not. But
Hit him.
he wears it.
He did. You always hate that as a hitter. 3-0, I mean, come on, man. Those are the ones, I don't have any problem with my guys getting out of the way with 3-0.
That's going to bring out Coach Gaunt.
Courtesy runner for catcher Jackson Echok. Oh, what is happening?
I'm not really sure because
Well, the music choice.
that's great. So Daniel Lacani is going to courtesy run for Echok. Bring up Grady Murray. Runners on first and second. 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. Chargers leading 9-3 after the 3-run bomb from Whit Thomas.
Grady has the potential to get a hold of one here and open it up. He doesn't get too long, and he meets the ball in the middle of the barrel. I think can travel. He's got some good power. And he has a very pretty left-handed swing.
Good pitch in there from Brown. 1-1.
Good eye, good take.
Low for ball 2.
2-1 right now. Grady's looking for one pitch, his pitch, and he hopefully, he finds it. That was not it.
Was not a
That's
good.
nobody's
That was
pitch.
a good catch by the catcher too, because Isaac would have been easily into third had that gone over his head. Full count, 3-2. Grady Murray.
Got to come to him here. Don't want to walk the bases loaded for Andrick.
Yeah, good job, Grady. That's inside for ball 4. And you just said just that. That loads the bases for the first baseman, Andrick Golden, who we definitely know has.
Would not mind seeing a grand slam here. I don't ever really talk about home runs or want to talk about them, but, this is a situation and a point that as soon as he stepped foot on the plate, ball game.
Oh, a little sportsmanship with the catcher there.
Such a classy player, man. Love that kid. If anybody understands the the beating you take behind the plate as a catcher, Andrick does. I lost it.
Yep. Base rip into, that's going to score 2 easy.
Yep.
Yes, Daniel, well done.
We are a
2 RBI single.
gap shot away from making this a short one.
11-3 Chargers here in the bottom of the 5th. It's going to bring up 1 out. Freshman Caleb Niver, currently the right fielder. He might be coming in to pitch if he has to.
See if we can get a little base hit here from the freshman. Be nice. Move him over, get one in. Excuse me. That was
You're excused.
A little high.
a little high for ball 1.
It's a good cut.
Pitch in there for Brown for strike 1. 1-1, the count, 1 out for Caleb Niver. Andrick Golden on first, Grady Murray on second. Chargers scored 5 in this inning. Good cut there from Caleb, but fouls it back for strike 2.
Sounds like a generator. What is that? It's like he was trying to ask for timeout and was not granted the timeout.
That's an infield fly right there. Out number 2.
Well, that was a vehicle.
They might need to go to the shop.
Yeah.
All right, Max Everett back to the plate.
Need a base hit here. Get back to the top of the lineup.
Good pitch there from Brown for strike 1.
Yes, it was.
Be a hitter, Max.
Good take.
That one's high. Max fouls that one off for strike 2.
Okay, Grady Murray and Andrick Golden as the base runners. Andrick Golden being the game-winning run. Max Everett at the plate. 2 outs.
Way to battle there. Max fouls that one off.
Man, we're about a minute and a half away from that sun destroying us.
It's going to be good for us.
Well, I'm going to stand up here in about 30 seconds.
It's a problem for me. It's the same height. It doesn't really matter. Good eye, Max. All right, 2's across the board. Let's get a base hit here.
You can stand in your stool.
If I need to. Put my knees in it. Oh, Max.
Come on, get down. Get down.
No, good hit ball, but a good jump by the right fielder. That's going to be out number 3, but damage done. Chargers get 5. And they lead this thing 11-3 through 5. We will be right back for the 6th inning after this.
Joe Cooper Ford has 3 Ford dealerships around the metro to serve Oklahoma better than anyone else. What does having 3 of the best Ford dealerships in the state mean for you? It means 3 times the selection and 3 times the savings. And that's 3 times the service. And Joe guarantees to beat any price in Oklahoma by $500, or he'll give you $10,000. That's why Joe beats the competition 3-1. Who loves Oklahoma?
The elite always work to get better. So every day, we dedicate ourselves to being the best orthopedic surgeons in the country, committed to helping you be your best. No matter where you are or the obstacles you face, we never give up, because it's too important to you and the communities we serve. And for that reason, Saints march on.
right, welcome back, Charger fans. You're getting a good look. Matthew Kalsich coming back out for the 6th inning. Chargers leading this thing 11-3. What do you want to see from Kalsich here, Seymour?
I want to see Kalsich finish the ball game.
I like that.
I want to see him give us a good chance tomorrow at having every pitcher available. Right now we've got a healthy lead, 11-3. If we can get through this inning, I could see our Chargers getting another couple and keeping it a short game, which would be good for all aspects of moving forward to tomorrow with the Chargers facing the Tornadoes at Clinton.
Where is the baseball field at Clinton? Is it right by the football field?
And it's
I'm trying to imagine it.
I have not been there in years.
I can't picture it. I can picture the basketball gym. Ooh.
I do believe it's on campus, though. I can tell you exactly how to get to Weatherford's. We went to the I-40 Classic for years, and so you exit right there off the highway, take the little service road, go back around, and it's in the middle of nowhere.
Right by Prairie West.
Yep, not on campus.
Nicely done, Witt.
That's a great play by Witt.
Charges it, makes it look easy. Nice throw to Andrick for out number 1. That'll bring up the left fielder, Snyder Dowdle.
Play number 10, Snyder Dowdle.
Looked all right. A little low.
That didn't help when your catcher doesn't squeeze it.
As they say, one job. He does it pretty well.
No, I don't. We're lucky to have 2 really good catchers.
No doubt, man. We haven't really been blessed with that in the past, but these 2 guys right here have been really good about, making a tough decision about who's catching each day, and you have no worry about whichever one's back there.
Well, it's nice that they can play other positions as well.
Oh, this team's very versatile. They've got probably 7 guys in their lineup that can play multiple spots.
3-1. Good pitch in there for Kalsich to make it full.
You've got Jackson behind the plate that can play third and second. You've got Andrick that plays first and catches. You've got Tripp that can play anywhere between the fences. Witt's been mainstay at shortstop for 3 or 4 years. Come on, Andrick. That was close. He covered a lot of ground there, though. He happened to be on the back of the cut of the grass in the infield here, so he had to go a long way for that one. You got Austin Echok over there that can play anywhere on the infield. You got Max that can play in the outfield, second base. You got a lot of guys that are pretty versatile.
The 2 catchers, I think they both called each other off, and neither of them caught it. They're just looking at each other. Good pitch right there. Didn't matter.
Did not matter.
Good pitch. Matthew Kalsich for strike 3.
That's a good start to the inning right there for Matthew. 2 outs real quick.
Number 9, Ezreal Fierros.
This guy's been a tough out
Fierros.
today.
He has. He's definitely has at least 1 base hit.
I think he took another at bat into
He's
8
1
or
for
10
2.
pitch territory.
Yep. Yeah, good pitch, Kalsich.
Best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. Good time for it, too. Strike 2. Let's see if we can do it in 3 pitches. This slider low and away.
Good pitch. Nicely done. Great job. 3 up, 3 down for Matthew Kalsich right there. And your Chargers lead 11-3. Getting ready to head to the bottom of the 6th.
That was a very important inning for Matthew in keeping the pitch count down, not having to even worry about somebody else coming in there. And if we can score 2 runs here, he completes the game. We move on to tomorrow, and we've got every single pitcher available.
Charger pride for Heritage Hall's 3 National Merit semifinalists, Stavros Croissant, Audrey Flynn, and Finn Martin. These academically talented seniors scored among the top 16,000 out of 1.3 million juniors who took the PSAT last year.
Wow.
Stavros and Audrey advanced to the finalist stage where about half the applicants will win a National Merit Scholarship. Congrats to those 3 fine examples of the school's mission to learn, to lead, and to serve.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Out of 1.3 million in the top 16,000, I'd have to say that's a pretty high percentage.
Yes, it is. I didn't
Or
quit get
I
him
guess it
in
would
the
be-
top 16,000.
I guess it would be low percentage, like they're
Yeah.
the top 5% or 1% or whatever the number is. I'm not trying to do the math right now. Wouldn't be 5%. Would it? Now I'm gonna have to do the math. Where's my phone?
I love
3
it.
million divided by 16,000. That's incredible.
So we're going to start the bottom of the sixth at the top of the order. Freshman second baseman Austin Echok. That's ball one in there from Brown to Echok. Brown, the third pitcher for the Tornadoes this afternoon. That's high for ball two. Chargers looking for base runners.
We don't score a couple here. You could see Niver come in with a, I think that's a 8-run lead. You could see Niver finish this game because I don't know what his pitch count's at for Kalsich, but it's probably up there a little bit.
Gotta be upper 80s, I think. That's away for ball three.
He might be encroaching upon 100 pitches.
.95.
Yeah, I mean,
Ball four.
hopefully we score these 2 runs here so we don't have to worry about it, but I could see Niver coming in next inning.
Let's not get there. How about Tripp hits this one into the trees just to the right side of the yellow pole
You
this
know
time.
what? I'm backing you up on that. Let's go ahead and call that.
Third baseman Tripp Thomas to the plate.
Let's hit that pole out there in left field.
Ooh, high and inside for ball one.
Pitcher definitely does not want him digging into the. Get something you can handle right here.
Ooh.
You know, I believe Tripp may have hurt us.
I
Because
think
that was
so.
a healthy swing, and had he barreled that up, it was going places. Would have needed a
Get the catcher the ump in the face.
ticket
Couldn't tell which one.
to sit on that
Yeah.
flight.
1-1 the count to Thomas. Vince Jones took another trip out there to talk to Brown. Probably something, don't give him another one of those.
Yeah.
'Cause the next one's going in to the apartments over there.
Good take. Had to back him off a little bit. .31 hitters count here. If he can get something that he can handle, he's going to be swinging.
I mean, you can't really. I mean, you're down 11-3. You can't really pitch around anybody. But I mean, the guy who just hit it to the scoreboard last is on deck.
Yep. But the guy that put it over the creek, foul, was in the box.
All right, ball four. Runners on first and second for Whit Thomas, who had the 3-run homer his last at bat.
If you're Whit right now, what is running through your mind?
Let's do it again.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do it again.
Feed me something I can handle here. Let's just go home early.
Yeah, I mean, the right fielder is, if he gets a hold of it, I mean, there he goes. He's backing up now. Oh, he hit it hard.
That's over him.
Yes, it is. That's going to one-hop into the fence.
That's going to score them both. Whit held up, or Tripp held up at
Well, he had to.
second.
I think Tripp almost caught him. He had to kind of hold up,
Yep.
but another double. Wow. Whit
That
Thomas.
might be our player of the game.
I mean, he's definitely putting in a shout. He's
Got 4 hits on the day. He's got a
Is he?
triple.
I think he's a single away from the cycle.
He just hit the cycle.
Oh, he just hit the cycle?
Just hit the cycle.
Oh, that'll
so
do
he got
it.
A triple, and then he had that flare that dropped in.
Oh, yeah, that is the
and then he
cycle.
hit the home run, and now he just hit a double.
I think, yes, that is. I'm
You
going
don't
on
see
the
very
limb.
many of those baseball fans, so if you're tuned into it's the ChargerVision, Whit Thomas just hit the cycle,
Hit
which
the
means
cycle.
he hit a single, a double, a triple, and a home run all in the same game. That's quite impressive. That does not happen very often.
Yeah, I think we'd be fraudulent announcers if we didn't give him the player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was probably player of the game before that hit, but you hit the cycle, I think he's going to walk up here without us having to go get him.
I mean, what's he got? 5? How many RBIs does he have?
That I haven't paid attention to, but I know how many hits he has.
He's got at least 5, maybe more.
That ball, he's seeing it today. As they say, he's hitting a beach ball right now. Hold that.
Yep, Witt 4 for 5. Obviously hit for the cycle, 5 ribbies.
Yeah,
Not a bad afternoon at the office.
His only out was a really hard hit ball to the second baseman.
Oh, Isaac wants to end this one by putting it. That's another.
Isaac just needs a single through the infield here. Deep fly ball. We got one out, right? Or no outs.
No outs.
Anything works.
Oh!
Watch out, Mickey.
Besides killing Tripp or Mickey. That was.
And that right there is why your base runners from third lead off in foul territory.
That would have hurt.
You get hit with that in fair territory, you're out. That ball was scorched.
That's ball 4. That's going to load him up for the catcher, Jackson Echok.
He wanted to hit so bad there.
Yes, he did.
It's kind of frustrating on those days that everybody's hitting and you're getting walked. Jackson Echok, see if he can walk it off for us here. I mean, ground ball to the infield, line drive in the outfield, fly ball outfield, pass ball, a lot works. I mean, infield's short and seconds halfway in, I would say, but they're not. There definitely doesn't look like they're trying to get the force at the plate.
1-1.
Hit on a bunt to first base and this game's over. Or a walk will end it.
A walk-off would be pretty anticlimactic.
I know that Jackson doesn't want it to end that way. He wants to swing. I don't blame him. You're a hitter. Get up there and drive it. Yep,
And he
that's
did.
it.
He has smoked that. That's going to be another long sacrifice fly.
Ball game.
But it will get the job done. Jackson Echok with the walk-off sac fly scores Tripp Thomas, and your Chargers rule the Clinton Red Tornadoes 13-3 in this huge district matchup. Now with everything to play for tomorrow, a big one heading towards Clinton, but a big win for the Chargers in this one. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with our players of the game, and to wrap it up, we'll be right back after this.
Joe Cooper Ford has 3 Ford dealerships around the metro to serve Oklahoma better than anyone else. What does having 3 of the best Ford dealerships in the state mean for you? That means 3 times the selection and 3 times the savings. And that's 3 times the service. And Joe guarantees to beat any price in Oklahoma by $500, or he'll give you $10,000. That's why Joe beats the competition 3-1. Who loves you, Oklahoma?
The elite always work to get better. So every day, we dedicate ourselves to being the best orthopedic surgeons in the country, committed to helping you be your best. No matter where you are or the obstacles you face, we never give up, because it's too important to you and the communities we serve. And for that reason, Saints march on.
Oh, you're good. All right, Charger fans, welcome back. You just witnessed your Chargers rule the Clinton Red Tornadoes 13-3.
Well, that was a hit clinic.
It was a hit clinic. Some really hard hit balls. And Coach Seymour's going to get a chance to talk to our Seth Wadley Auto Family Power Promise Player of the Game. Whit Thomas hitting for the cycle, 5 RBIs. What an afternoon for Whit.
Like I said, I don't know if he's done it in his career here at Heritage Hall. You don't see it very often from hitters ever, excuse me. But, yeah, that last hit right there with the double put him up here for a cycle and in the history books.
Yeah, that's pretty remarkable day. You know, not that it was ever in trouble. You know, we were leaking oil a little bit. They'd cut it to 6-3.
Yep.
Then he has that huge 3-run bomb that really just solidified it, and we kind of settled back in. And
yeah, that kind of put the clamps on them having a chance of coming back.
got on the road to the run rule. All right, Whit should be coming up the stairs right here. I'm going to let his former ball coach, Coach Seymour, interview him. And there's Whit right there. What a game. Here you go, Whit.
My guy. Whit. Dude, heck of a game.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
You want to take a seat?
Yes, sir.
That way you're in vision there.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool is an understatement. I think that we knew that you'd been hitting the ball all over the place today, but we didn't realize until you touched second base what had just happened. We started counting up the hits, and I was like, he's got a home run. Oh, he just hit for the cycle, you know.
Yeah.
And like we've been talking about for the past few minutes, that doesn't happen very often. You know, you don't see guys hitting for the cycle very often. But, you know, you were tearing the cover off the ball all over the place today. You started out with a triple off the wall in center field. Then I think you got that single in the shallow outfield, and then you hit the 3-run bomb that kind of put it away and, you know,
Yes,
kind of
sir.
put the nail in the coffin. And then that double right there. Tell me what's going through your mind after you just achieved something that most hitters don't in their lifetime.
Yeah, obviously pretty cool. I mean, something you always dream about.
Yeah.
Doing it in high school, it's a little bit tougher than I thought it would. It's something I've always thought about. But, yeah, I mean, I think the main key was for me was just staying in my approach, trying to keep the ball low, and my swing naturally is going to have backspin. So that's something I really focused on this game. And, you know, after the home run, I kind of came to my attention. I was like, okay, I'm close here. I got to –
You were going to stop a
Yeah.
second no matter what.
Yeah, we
Absolutely.
had talked about it over there in dugout. Jaden was like, hey, like, I'm not going to be mad at you if you got a ball on the line. Don't be afraid to stop a 2nd. So, yeah, I think it's really cool. It's something I've been thinking about for a long time. I'm glad I got it done, you know, especially my senior year. So.
Oh, very well said, man. It was impressive to watch. It was fun to watch. You know, you guys hit the ball all over the yard today, not just you, but the rest of your teammates. And, you know, I don't know if I've ever seen I've been coaching here for a long time, and I don't know if I've ever seen the ball hit like you guys were hitting in the first inning.
Yeah.
You know, I think there were 5 balls hit off the wall in the first inning. You guys started out with a statement in the first inning and really just carried it on throughout the rest of the game. But, you know, what you did today at the plate was quite impressive. I couldn't remember if you had ever done that for us before, but now you've got that accomplished. You're in our record books here because I don't know any guys that have done it multiple times. So that puts you up there at number 1 on the list, and very proud of you. You did a great job today. Talking about kind of moving forward the rest of your season, I know you guys have an important game at Clinton tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
You win that one, I think you guys are probably going to host a district.
Yes, sir.
Or host a regional. And so let's talk about, you know, what you guys need to accomplish tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it starts with pitching. It starts with getting that first out, getting that first leadoff hitter, and you know, like whenever you're coaching us, is always, you know, you can't give up walks, right? So I think that's gonna be the main key tomorrow. We know we can hit, and I think as long as we get our pitching going and our defense is really solid, as we've shown this year, it's just we got to string together the pitching, and we know our bats are gonna show up. It's something that it's our strong suit this year.
Yeah.
So I think it's just same thing as today. Our pitching did really well. I think it's just try to limit the damage as much as possible with the walks and, keep throwing strikes like, we've always preached here at Heritage. And I think, that's going to be the win for us. If we can throw strikes, we're really hard to beat.
Yeah, I agree. You guys do have a great defense behind the pitchers. And I've noticed this year that you guys are hitting the ball at an extreme rate when it comes to hitting the ball hard and getting extra base hits and driving runs in. And you're doing a great job of that. I think your runs per game is double digits, if I'm not mistaken. And so that creates a recipe for success when you have pitchers
Right.
going out there and throwing strikes, like you said. Pretty important for Matthew today to go out there and get the complete game so you guys can
Yeah.
save all your pitchers for tomorrow.
Yep.
You guys continue what you're doing right now, I think you're going to be in a pretty good position to make a run.
Yeah.
Because you do have the players to do it. Now you guys are young, but you've got some very good athletes,
Right.
very versatile guys, can move around, play different positions. You've got the pitchers to go out there if they can go out there and throw strikes. Like you said, you got a good defense, good offense behind them. They should have all the confidence in the world to go out there and do their job, and they have been, which is putting you guys at beating some really good teams. What are you guys looking for when it comes to, let's say you get past tomorrow? Like, I know your goal is to obviously host a regional.
Right.
And once you get to that regional, like, what's your game plan? Are you taking it one game at a time? You're already, like, looking ahead. Like, what is your idea of how we're going to approach a regional?
Yeah, I think a big thing for us is just focusing on day-to-day, like you said. You know, coming into practice every single day, wanting to work, not taking any days off. And, you know, that'll show in the late season when you're tired. You know, it's like you always said, your legs get tired. It's those little things in practice that are going to help you get farther into the year. And I think we have the most athletic team. You know, I've played on a lot of good teams here. My freshman and sophomore year, we were really talented. And, you know, we had Lemon and Juice and Beam. And, you know, obviously I watched Lemon a lot, and that's something that he did every single practice my freshman year. I watched everything he did. You put me in the BP groups with him. It was just something I really took notice of. And that's something that I try to do with these younger guys, is just to show them, you know, hustle everywhere you go. Every little thing matters. You know, that's what gets you into the state championship, into the state games. It's just you got to put those little things together, and those things equal big things. So
yeah, I completely agree. You're doing a great job with these young guys. You know, you got a couple of them that start in the lineup every single day. And I see a lot of composure out of those two as well. And I think that kind of extends from you and Isaac's senior leadership and what you guys have brought to the table every single day. And so couldn't be very often, but I'm glad it came from you.
yes, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, sir.
Good
Thank
luck
you.
going forward. Good luck tomorrow, buddy.
Thank you.
See ya. All right, that kind of brings us to a wrap. Senior Whit Thomas, as we said before, hit for the cycle today, something you don't see very often. But he absolutely murdered the baseball all day today, and he came up here and got to talk to us for a bit and said some really good things. And, you know, moving forward, I think this group does have to just focus on, you know, pulling on the same rope, you know, getting each guy to the plate and letting that offense go out there and just create some security blankets for the pitchers to go out there and just, you know, feed the ball to the defense.
Absolutely. They're getting hot at the right time. Obviously a huge game tomorrow, but I expect us to go out and keep the bats hot, get some good pitching, and come out with a big win and hopefully host a regional. But, man, it was a fun afternoon. Glad we got to call this one, and hopefully it's not our last one of the year. But
yeah, man. Glad I got to